All right, for this, ladies and gentlemen, we have the privilege to have Mr. Jun, CEO of Intoverse, who will be sharing with us on the topic of Into Web3, rediscovering socialization. Put your hands together to welcome Mr. Jun.
The stage is all yours, Mr. Jun.
Wow, I have never been to an event where there's so many people. Well, good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to say a big thank you to all of you for taking the time to be here with us today, and hopefully I wouldn't bore you too much with the presentation. Sorry, just give me a sec. And for today, I would like to share the theme of our keynote speech, which is going to be Redefining Social. And what does it mean by into sort of redefining social, and what does it mean to you as our partners, as our users, as well as our fellow esteemed guests. Now, before I go into how we are going to shape the future of SocialFi, I first would like to share about why we decided to build this product and why we decided to build Into. And as we know, in terms of social interactions, we humans actually rely heavily on intimate social connections and interactions. And we have seen the emergence of internet from Web 1.0 that kickstarted the whole interconnected social network globally. And as the internet industry evolves, this has given rise to your Web 2.0 social platforms that all of us are using today, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. And because of this increasingly digitized world, social interactions, especially online, has become a basic human need, no longer just water, air, as well as a living place. And the fact is that these Web 2 social platforms has become big and has grown too big and too large and have left their power unchecked for many, many years. And this has actually given rise to a lot of limitations and concerns around social media platform. And hence, the Web3 industry sort of emerged as a response to combat these issues. And to give some examples of some of these limitations that we have in terms of Web 2 social network, the first is your privacy leak or data privacy leak. Second is centralized data. Third is isolated user experience, and also the lack of user autonomy. The Web3 industry, on the other hand, is built on top of decentralization, embracing the spirit of openness and giving back control to you, the users. And these characteristics actually present a very key part of shaping the new future when it comes to social network. And when we're talking about Web3 social, what exactly is it? Well, the core principles basically are perfectly aligned to solve the issues that we see in Web 2 social platforms today. We're talking about things like centralization to decentralization, providing a more open and transparent platform, and also providing more and stronger data privacy and security, and also incentivizing users to participate in the ecosystem growth of the platform. And so my experience from Web3 has sort of inspired us to actually build a Web3 social product that is centered around solving these Web2 issues and at the same time provide a more connected, open, and free platform. But of course, with many early industry many early growth industry per se, in order for us to design and build a Web3 product, we actually need to focus on a couple of things. The first, we need to be able to place strong emphasis on a platform with much greater data privacy as well as platform security. And secondly, there also needs to be a sustainable social incentives in order for users to come to our platform and use it for the long term. And thirdly, the product also has to be innovative and easy to use to drive user traffic. And last but not least, we also need to be working together with the ecosystem partners within Web3 to continue to grow our product and build for the long term. And our mission from day one is very clear and simple. We aim to be the leader of Web3 social platform, redefining the playbook as well as the value propositions that Web2 social platforms offer today. And through Into, we also will help users to discover your true value in this whole process. Just very quickly, can I have a show of hands on who actually has the Into app downloaded today? 我想问一下各位的观众，你们有下载了 Into the app 吗？ Okay, so for those that didn't raise their hand, I think you guys might be in the wrong room. I'm just kidding. But yes, just to quickly let some of you to understand more about our core product features right now in this current iteration, we basically have 4 main product features. The first is the crypto wallet, which is the main interface to help us onboard Web2 users to Web3 and also to interact within the Web3 ecosystem. And secondly, which is the social fi part. And this is basically a model, a sustainable one that we have created in order for users to participate and earn from their reward and also from their effort. And for the SBT or soulbound token, as well as the AI tool, these are key technologies that we will continue to develop to set foundation in terms of personal data sovereignty and helping users discover their true value. Now, let us quickly walk through a quick recap on our journey thus far. So, thank you. So we have actually launched our product since June of this year, which is a bit shy of about 6 months from launch. And within that, we have achieved a great number of accomplishments. We have spanned across 50 over countries and regions, and currently our app supports up to 13 different languages. And what's more amazing is when you look at our user data. Within 6 months of launch, we actually managed to garner close to 4 million users. And in terms of DAU and MAU wise, we clearly surpassed a lot of Web3 social platforms that are in the market today. And in terms of on-chain transactions, it clearly shows that our users are also very active in terms of transacting on-chain and within the Web3 space. And so I would like to give a big shout out to each and every one of you, because without you guys, we clearly couldn't have achieved this kind of achievement in such a short period of time. Well, even though the achievement that we have within the first 6 months is great, we are actually just getting started. And the next phase of Into's roadmap, as well as product development, is going to be designed to make our product even more exciting, better, and much easier to use. Introducing the next-gen Web3 platform, and we term it as Wallet plus X. And X actually represents the endless possibilities that you can discover on our platform in the future. And so our product development going to 2024 and beyond is basically to build a very complete Web3 ecosystem. And what I mean by that is that in terms of our product, right now we started off as a SocialFi product, but soon you'll be able to see the vision as well as the new goals that we are trying to deliver from next year onwards. So very quickly, I just wanted to give you guys sort of a history as well as our next 5-year roadmap. Since last year, we actually began developing our Into crypto wallet. And from there on, we actually launched in June of this year, incorporating SocialFi feature. What we're going to do next is basically going to strengthen as well as improve our SocialFi feature to make our product even more exciting and easy to use. And after 2024 of Q1, for 2024 Q2 and Q3, we will actually be expanding beyond not just SocialFi, but to other Web3 aspects as well. And for 2025 and 2026 onwards, we are actually going to be providing a grand vision as well as value proposition that far exceeds any of the Web3 social products that are in the market today. So for 2024 Q1, for Intuverse, we are basically going to make social much better and much easier to use on our platform. And we will start off with the first key feature, which is a multi-chain interoperable wallet. And this multi-chain interoperable wallet means that users will no longer need to switch to other network. They can seamlessly, using our app, be able to automatically move to another chain when they're connecting to the dApps on our platform. And in terms of interoperability, all of your assets in the future can automatically be swapped and also be utilized on other chains, even if your assets are only on one single chain. And this sort of new experience is going to open up tons of possibilities and make our Into app convenient, scalable, as well as seamless to use. The second feature that I would like to share is our Web3 community discovery. For this new feature, you can now be able to connect as well as discover new community groups that are no longer bounded by social or geographical boundaries. And what I mean by this is that we will be developing 4 main categories when it comes to Web3 community discovery. The first will be your wallet interactions. We will recommend friends based on the wallet addresses that you have interacted with in the past as well as in the future. And secondly, we will also be introducing a token-gated community group whereby you can discover people that share the same NFT or the same tokens as you that are also Into users as well. And the third is a dedicated event community group whereby you can stay connected before, during, and even after the event. And the last one is a location-based community group whereby you can find your local communities as well as interest groups that are close to you. And last but not least, in terms of strengthening and improving our SocialFi feature, the third one is monetizing your personal IP. So no longer, in next year, you will be able to increase your social earning through a lot more ways, and not just through inviting or sending on-chain messages. In Q1, you will now be able to increase your social earnings through your social content, whereby you can receive as well as use TOX for every social interaction that you perform on our platform. And we will also be introducing a social leaderboard whereby you can gamify your social activity and compete with your friends and one another to earn TOX rewards. And from all of these features, we aim to hit a target of 1 million DAU by the quarter of 2024. Now, moving on to Q2 of 2024, we will be expanding beyond SocialFi, providing users with a product that is not just focused on social, but also on other Web3 aspects as well. And this will help to create a robust Web3 ecosystem within our Into app, looking at other categories such as gaming, NFT, as well as DeFi. And in terms of these three other categories that we'll be looking to branch out into, we will be collaborating and integrating with top Web3 brands to bring in more value for you guys as a user. And the next part of our Q2 plan is to actually introduce the live stream feature. And the whole idea as well as the vision that we want to bring is to create a much more incentivized creator economy and also empowering our Into user to be a potential content creator in the future. So even if you may be a nobody today, or if you are just sort of sharing your knowledge, your interests, as well as your moments on our app, you will definitely be rewarded for such action. And we want to encourage everyone within our Into ecosystem to actually unleash their creativity and also to invite as many people to collaborate as possible. And as for Q2, our target is going to be 2 million DAU. Now, moving on to Q3, we are also going to be releasing a brand new, innovative product that is going to be revolutionizing e-commerce on-chain. Well, on the surface, this feature actually targets more B2B customers, helping them globalize their business models and making borderless payments using cryptocurrency. But for users, the strong value proposition is that all of your purchase history moving forward on Into will be anonymized and encrypted. No longer do you need to worry about getting bombarded by ads or any marketing data based on your previous purchasing behavior. All of your data are securely stored in terms of your purchase history, behavior, as well as recommendations. And of course, the beauty is that you're able to purchase and buy some of these goods using TOX. And as for Q3, our target is going to be 5 million DAU. And now moving on to the last part of our roadmap, in Into, we strongly believe that your personal data as well as value should only belong to you. In Q4 of next year, we are going to be able to provide you with a platform that you can finally take back your data, your ownership, as well as your data monetization value. Let me explain the big picture on why we decided to launch SocialFi features, expand beyond SocialFi, and also e-commerce on-chain. This actually weaves in nicely together into our big vision, which is to give back the control of your own data to you. And all these new features that were presented just now actually serve one single purpose of enriching your Web3 user profile. And what I mean by Web3 user profile is essentially your on-chain identity. And in terms of your on-chain identity, in the future, in Q4 onwards, all of your on-chain activities will actually be captured within the SBT, the soulbound token, that is owned by you and you personally. This data belongs to you, and nobody will have any permission to download or access the data unless you have given authorization to do so. And the more active and more you interact on Into, the more complete your Web3 user profile will be. And what does this mean? In terms of, what if I have a very complete Web3 user profile? You may ask. Well, it means that soon you will be able to provide consent on what data you wish to give to whom, and in turn receive benefit from doing so. Let me quote an example. For example, today, when you search on Instagram and on Facebook, you are bombarded with ads. This marketing agency actually earns a fee and pays a fee to the social platform that you are using. What about you, the users that is actually viewing the ads and giving conversion? You get nothing in return. But in Into, what we envision is that soon, if there is a marketing company or a gaming company that wants to approach us and they have 1 million marketing budget to spend to market it out to all Into users, we will be able to share this marketing budget to each and every one of you. And our target, as you can see, by the end of next year, we aim to achieve at least 100 million in terms of total users, 10 million in terms of DAU, as well as expanding across 100 countries. And last but not least, for our 5-year roadmap from 2025 to 2026 onwards, we will continue to build and upgrade your Web3 user profile and also bring in a lot more use cases that is going to be catered around giving more value to you and bringing more utility to you on our Into app. And as for the innovative use cases, I will review that for the next event that we're going to hold. But wait, I actually have one more good news to share with you guys. Yes. I'm proud to announce that our TOX token will be launched on one of the top exchanges in the world, which is Gate, in the coming weeks. And so stay tuned and keep your eyes out on our social for more information when we announce. And that concludes the end of my keynote speech. And I would like to invite each and every one of you to join us in the next wave of Web3 social revolution. And a big thank you again for constantly supporting us throughout these 6 months. And I hope that for the next 6 years or 60 years to come, you guys will be continue to provide us more support as well as feedback. Thank you.